What is the truth about the stress response and the HPA? Great question for Chris Kresser on the San Francisco Functional Forum.
But I would argue that there is another example of mismatch that's not as frequently discussed, but is every bit as important, and that is our stress response system. So this has two primary components. There's the sympatho-adrenomedullary system, or the SAS, which is part of the sympathetic nervous system and is primarily responsible for our immediate or short-term stress response. And then there's the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA axis, which governs our intermediate or long-term stress response. Now, these systems are both pretty complex, and we don't have time to go into detail on them today. But what I want you to keep in mind for the purposes of this talk is that mechanisms that are protective or adaptive in the short term can become damaging or maladaptive over the long term. For example, let's say you're a hunter-gatherer and you're out for a walk and you get confronted by a lion. In that case, it's a pretty good thing that your heart rate and blood sugar and blood pressure go up, your muscles tense, and your digestive and reproductive system shut down. All your body cares about in that moment is survival. It doesn't matter whether you digest your next meal or you're producing hormones that will lead to fertility. All it cares about is surviving that immediate threat. But what happens if this system is continually activated, as it often is in the modern world? We're stuck in traffic, you're using electronic media late at night, we're eating an inflammatory standard American diet, we're exposed to environmental toxins. All of these things activate that same stress response, but the difference is the changes that are protective and help us in the short term become damaging over the long term. This constant activation of the stress response erodes resilience and it depletes metabolic reserve. So resilience is defined as the immediate capacity of cells, tissues, and organ systems to respond to changes in physiological need. And metabolic reserve is the long-term capacity of the body to do that. I would argue that the loss of resilience and the depletion of metabolic reserve are key drivers of the modern disease epidemic. And this explains why stress is associated with such a dizzying array of conditions. And this is only a partial list here on this slide. So given this, it should be clear that addressing the stress response is absolutely crucial. It should be part of the treatment for every patient that walks through our door, no matter what their condition is.
Thanks so much for watching, and for more great clips like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've created a special free video just for you. It's called the 5 Steps to Becoming a Leader in Your Wellness Community, and it'll give you some of the starting points on how to position yourself as the leader in your zip code of your health community. All you have to do is click on the link below.